Hey guys, back and we are playing XDefiant. Today we're going to be playing on the Season 1's new map, Clubhouse. They recently added a 24/7 playlist for the Clubhouse map, which is much appreciated. This way I can actually play and showcase the map while learning it too. Now, to be fair, the maps have been playable on the other playlists for quite a while, so I am fairly familiar with the map now. It's certainly not going to be a first time playing on the map, but still, it'd be nice to play on it and have a little documented stream of playing on the map and whatnot. So usually when I do these playing on maps, what I like to do is we'll go through each weapon type: assault rifle, SMG, shotgun, LMG, marksman rifle, and sniper rifle, and play a game with each weapon type on the map. So, and because I'm familiar with the map, I thought it'd be wiser to keep the assault rifle to the MDR. And now the MDR just recently got a buff, so it is better than it was before. And the map caters a little more to like close range combat. So I thought the MDR might be the most suitable assault rifle. We're leveling up the MP7, so we'll go ahead and use the MP7 for the SMG. Although Vector would have been a good choice too. Shotgun, I've got the M870. LMG, we got the M249. Marksman rifle, we got the MK20 SSR. And sniper rifle, we got the TAC-50. So we're going to jump in, play. Hopefully we get into matches. It's like I said, they were a little late to the party giving the 24/7 playlist for the map. So hopefully the playlist is still active or is active enough that we can get into games reasonably quickly. But yeah, that's what the plan is for today. And then most likely we'll do a little bonus section where we'll just chill play, grind out the TAC-50 a little bit. A little late to the stream today because family lunch. So I ended up waking up late. There was no plan for family lunch. And then, so I slept in. And then when I woke up, my dad's like, yo, my brothers called and wanted to know if we wanted to go for lunch to this place because there was a new menu. So I was like, yeah, I might as well go. So ended up going for lunch, and then after I came back, I did my walk and all that. So jumping on a little late to the stream today because, like I said, slept in, family lunch, and then, did my morning routine after lunch. And only now am I able to get online and play a little. It would have been nice to get this 24/7 playlist at the launch of the season, and hopefully next time, whenever they release the next map, it is a 24/7 playlist is available immediately. Because usually with these map playlists, unless it's a shipment styled map, right, where it's extremely close quarter popular, mad popular, shipment is, right? Usually the 24/7 playlists, they die off within the first couple of days after people have already figured out or played on the map for a bit. So whenever they do these 24/7 playlists a week later or something, it's usually not quite as active as it could have been if they had just released it on the launch of the map. Launch date of the map. But hopefully the Clubhouse is a pretty tight map, right? But I don't know. Like I said, it caters heavily to close range combat. So even if you're an AR guy or something, you might not necessarily favor this map. And I think the bulk of all the weapons, except for SMGs, right? Gonna want a little bit of space. So, hopefully we can get into games quick. Timestamps will be in the description, so you guys can skip to the gameplay if you want once the stream goes into the archives. That way, all this downtime, you can just skip if you want to. Those of you who don't know, also, the CDL championship weekend is going on right now. There are viewership rewards, and it is the finals day tonight, tonight. So the next few hours, it's going to kick off. Next several hours, it's going to kick off. Finals. It's a big one too. Optic versus New York. So, Optic versus the Sublime ones. Should be a good one. Definitely keen on watching it. And there are viewership drops. YouTube and YouTube. Make sure you watch it, the live stream on YouTube with your accounts linked up, and there's a blueprint to be earned. Yesterday night there was a camo to be earned. I earned the camo, but I'll showcase that tomorrow. I didn't want to jump on today into COD and do a stream and all that. The blueprint's like a pistol, and I definitely don't want to be running around showcasing a pistol. So I figured we'd showcase the universal camo earned tomorrow and then talk about the championship weekend in its entirety on the stream. I thought that'd be a better way of enjoying myself in COD without stressing myself out to the max. The lobbies I get into, man, running around with a pistol is just asking for a headache. You might get away with it for a game or two, but the bulk of the games will just be me being stressed because I'm at such a massive disadvantage while everyone else is just beaming me across the map or something. It's like, dude, at least with the universal camo. The sad thing is that I checked out the universal camo. It's nothing special, in my opinion. I wasn't a particular fan of it, but at least it's a little easier to showcase without absolutely slamming my head against the wall. Obviously, the problem with showcasing or doing anything in COD at the moment has been the servers. So even when I'm using good weapons, I still seem to be struggling on that game, which makes me want to play it even less. This is going to take a while to fill up. I feel like they really should have done this playlist like at the launch of the season when the map was available like first and fresh. Anyway, hopefully next time they launch a map, they'll have the 24/7 playlist good to go immediately. It's not a big deal this time around. Sometimes when like these playlists are like limited population, this game will put me in a unfavorable ping location, which is also not fun. Oh my god, they have capture the flag as one of the options. You know, I was talking to my brother today at lunch, and he went to like he lives in this apartment building close by, right? Like a pretty like posh apartment building, like it's whatever. And one of the people who lives there in like one of the penthouses is apparently like a head of like the Rockstar studio. I don't know if it's the head, but he's like a big wig in the Hotstar studio. I mean, not Hotstar, Rockstar studio, like the GTA Rockstar. I was like really impressed. But more than that, what I realized is like all these big companies, they have like studios like or locations in India, right? Including Ubisoft, right? Which means GTA will probably have a local server in India. Or it does have a local server in India, I'm guessing, and will have one for the next one. Whereas Activision, on the other hand, has no presence in India, has no servers in India, and usually just an absolute miserable experience for like Indian players playing their game.
First hostile hotshot on the scope. Track and terminate. Hostiles have a new hotshot. End their streak.
Part of me is like, man, I need to just start playing games that have a presence in India. It's just a better experience for me. If these companies can't bother to have a server in India, then we shouldn't bother.
Help them keep up their streak. Bounties are worth more points to our hotshot agent. Keep that in mind. Hostiles have a new hotshot.
Like, I don't know if I'll ever play GTA. GTA is not really my game, but EA has a presence in like India. Ubisoft has a presence in India. You know? Looks like Rockstar has a presence in India. Oh my god, there were so many bounties there too, man.
Has become the hunted. I have intel on a new enemy hotshot. Check your ops app. You're in the hot. Get those bounties.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just wish I wish Microsoft would just make sure servers in India come. Oh my god, okay.
You're up, hotshot. Keep a cool head. Get those bounties.
Oh my god, no, that was bad, dude.
I have intel on a new enemy hotshot. Check your ops app. We're facing mission failure, agent. Pushing location to your op sat. Hotshot is active. Neutralize immediately. Stop to that hot streak. A teammate became the hotshot. Providing them recognition. Still have a new hotshot. End their streak. I can't condone it. New hotshot is a tango. Sending coordinates. Stop to that hot streak. You're off your game, agent. Guess there are worse ways to blow your cover.
Yeah, but the person working apparently was like they do like Rockstar apparently in India, like they do like important aspects to the game. It's not just like the basics. Like they involved in like the story and all they do. So the Rockstar Studio, like apparently the studio is also very close to where I live. Be cool. It's too bad I'm not into the GTA game. Otherwise I'd be like significantly more excited about it. But yeah, I mean, it just got me thinking. I'm like, God, that's just another massive game company that 100% has servers in India, and Activision doesn't. Like, and I don't understand like why I got so like hooked to Activision. Like, dude, when they're clearly like not interested in our region, or even like developing like a presence in our region. India is what I mean specifically, not just Asia. They have a huge like interest in creating like a presence in China. That's obvious. Although I suspect, like I was thinking about, I think there are like Activision servers in India, but it's specifically for like COD Mobile, is from what I understand. They don't have like, but I'm like I said, EA, Ubisoft, Rockstar, even Microsoft, even though Microsoft owns Activision, Microsoft does have a presence in India, like a massive presence, and they do have servers local in India. Like when Halo launched, it had good ping in India. It's just like the player base died out, so I think the servers just became inactive. But EA, I'm also like confident they have servers either in or very close to India, because every time I jump onto Battlefield and all, like the connections are excellent, like really good. So I presume they got to be like local servers or something like that, or near local servers, right? Also, the other thing I've noticed, like this is something I've been noticing since I've been playing Battlefield, but I've noticed it in this game also, right? Is if you don't have a good connection, like meaning even if it's like in the 80s or 90s range, right? You can actually feel the difference in ping. Like there's like you can tell. Like especially when I'm used to getting these 30 ping games or whatever, and then you have like maybe a 80 or 90 ping game, right? There is a difference, right? And it is a drastic difference. And then when you go into like the 100 and 150 ping range, it is very evident that the connection's not in your favor, right?
3, 2,
And again, COD for some reason,
secure the capture zone. I'll keep you
on the regular, at best, I'm getting 80, 70, 80 ping. On the regular, I'm getting over 100, 150 ping, and many times more than that. Like the experience, like would be such a drastic difference. I just can imagine how much better it would be if I was getting like a 30 ping connection in COD on the regular. Are you kidding? What a random spot, man. Dude, this new MP7 build that I've got is a beast. Like, I put this together yesterday, and then I was looking at it. Other people have been building similar builds with their weaponry.
we're locking down the zone.
It's a beast. Not just the MP7, like similar, like the attachments have been like, hey, what on earth is that sound? Oh.
We missed the opening shot. Go secure the capture zone. Capture zone contested. The zone is danger. Capture zone is moving. We missed the opening shot. Go secure the capture zone. Zone under assault.
Where did that come from, man? Dude, these proxy mines are ass, dude.
Allies on the zone. Capture zone is moving. Sending new locations to OPSAT now.
Like the aim movement speed on this build is bonkers. It's what makes it so good.
Capture zone is moving. Zone under assault. Capture. Ultra ready for deployment. Capture zone is moving. Sending you locations for off-site help. The zone is danger. Allies on the zone. Capture zone is moving.
Thank you.
Sending you locations.
Wait, where did he go? What the?
We're locking down the zone. Capture zone contested.
It's a really fun map, but the minute you start like the longer range weapons, it becomes tough to like play on it. Because most people will be playing close range. So like these two games, they're like in my favor. But the next several games, I'm gonna struggle for sure.
We're on the zone. Numbers decline rapidly. You notched the win, agent.
Yeah, like it's also weird about COD, right? With the connections, like it feels like the game is playing smooth. So like when you're playing the game, it deceives you into thinking like the game is playing smoothly, right? Even at those 100 ping, 150 pings, it's like, oh yeah, you sort of get away with it and all. The game's smooth and all. Like usually when like there's a really high ping game in like XDefiant, right? You can sort of feel the stuttering happening in the movement and all that, right? But in COD, there's times where you'll be in 150 ping, 200 ping even, and like the movement that you're producing feels smooth, right? Oh, by the way, if you're interested, this is the SMG build. It's bonkers. It's so good. The lightweight and the small vert is what I switched up to mainly. And then the heavy barrel is more in line with the MP7. That's also something I added to it, but that's not necessarily. But this lightweight small vert like combo, it's a beast. What some people are also doing is either leather wrap or like, you know, I think I think leather wrap. And then it just goes even bonkers with the movement speed. But I felt like these two are just more than enough. The other thing that you can do is instead of the small vert, you go on the leather wrap here also, which gives you again another boost. But I feel like the minimum maximum spread on the thing is less of a issue con wise, because anyway I'm aiming down sights as opposed to having the loss to ADS and sprint to shoot time. So even though this is better for aim walking movement speed, this is just better as far as cons go. So yeah, that's why I go with the small vert instead of the leather wrap. And quick draw, I just like quick draw with the MP7 because I rush around a lot. So again, having that just boost to sprint out time and ADS speed is like something that appeals to the build on this one. Yeah, so it deceives you into believing like in COD, like, oh, you know, the connections, you can get away with higher ping connections and all. But what my guess is when it feels bad in these games at those pings, it's probably playing equally as bad in Call of Duty. But because on your end, you can't really tell because your character isn't lagging, right? But actually the gunfights and the actual hit detection and all of the other stuff is probably equally as bad from game to game when you're on those high pings, right? That's what's been frustrating me with COD of late because that's all I get. I get 150 ping games most of the time. Or even 70, 80 ping is what I'm like begging and hoping for, keeping my fingers crossed, please just be a 70 or 80 ping connection, right? Even that in like both Battlefield and like XDefiant, when I get onto those ping lobbies, they're not a great experience. Like they are laggy when you get into that range, right? What you actually want to be is below 50. And ideally in the 30 range and below is where you want to be like for like a smooth-ish experience. Like those are the like more acceptable lines of like ping that you want to be on the regular. Occasionally, if you get into that 70, 80 ping, it's like, okay, that's not awful, but it's playable, but it's not ideal, right? And then when you start looking at the like above 100, 150, 200 ranges and all, those games are like technically unplayable. And yet that's the bulk of what I'm getting in Call of Duty, right? And yet like in my head, it's like, oh, I love this game so much. It's playable, so good enough, right? This shouldn't be my attitude, man. My attitude should be like, dude, this is not giving me a good experience. I should just stop playing it. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. And the same applies to all games. It's not just like I'm singling out Call of Duty right now because that's the experience I'm getting right now. But it's been the case with Halo also, right? Where like the ping has just been like currently the ping in Halo is just absurd. I get like into 300 ping lobbies and that's what I'm grateful for, right? Because I just get into the game at least. Unplayable trash, dude. And throughout the whole like Halo life cycle, the bulk of the games were like just awful connections. Awful. I don't know, man. The next few games are going to be rough. Well, shotgun, maybe not. We'll see, man. If shotgun hit detection's like rubbish in this one, it'll be rough. But yeah, but the few games in Halo that were like in a decent ping, it was so much fun, right? They was such a good experience. But even Halo, like it's gotten to that point right now where I'm like, dude, I don't want to play that game anymore. It's just too like it's too laggy. There's a few more streams I want to do of Halo, but like for the most part, I'm like actually I've called it on Halo. Like I don't see myself going back to it.
Assault them at your discretion.
It's just too like the experience is just too much, man. 300 ping on the regular, trying to grind out weekly challenges. It's miserable.
2, 1. Your mission is to secure the capture zone.
And I talked about this a little bit in the thing. My worry for like Call of Duty Black Ops 6, right? Like obviously in the first couple of seasons, you're gonna have a large player base, so it'll be playable and it'll be good connections for the most part, right? But my worry about Black Ops 6 right now is because Microsoft seems to be like penny pinching right now because of the acquisition costing them so much, right? I don't see them spending money on like what's it called? I don't see them spending money on what's it called? Upgrading the servers just yet. I think they're gonna be like trying to penny pinch on that. So I feel like Black Ops 6 is gonna be another year of like basically the same servers that we've been dealing with in COD that are just straight up awful. Are you kidding?
You got this. Friendlies capturing zone A. Hostiles on the scope of capture zone contested.
I feel like shotguns in games should just be hip fired. Like only like aim down sights when you need to. But in this game, it feels like you sort of need to aim down sights, man. Otherwise, the pellet spread's gonna just be like super random.
Friendlies capturing zone A.
What is this guy doing?
Detecting hostiles.
I hate shotguns in this game. I genuinely do, man.
Looks like the shooting started already. Secure all zones, agent. Capture zone contested. Friendlies going for zone B. Zone secured. Hostiles on the scope in zone B. Friendly locking down zone C. Allies on B. Zone secured. Zone compromised. Deadly. Get up, agent.
3 shots. Come on, man.
Know the mission. Zone B compromised. Hold on. Locking down zone C.
No way, dude. Come on, man. You bullshit.
We're securing zone A.
Anyway, they can't win unless they triple cap.
We're on B.
In this game, triple capping is like fucking damn near impossible. Unless like the team gives up or something.
Losing C, agent. The brass will never say it, so I will. Good job, agent.
I mean, it's gonna happen to XDefiant too, I feel. Like, this is my, like, fear about this game. Like, if it doesn't, like, actually, like, remain popular, the player base will die out. Asia's always the first to get hit hard, you know, with a player base reduction. Because as it is, it's a small gaming community, like, in comparison to, like, other countries. Like, and when that happens, it doesn't matter if they have servers in India. No player base to like fill those servers means we'll be pushed out into the further servers. Pretty much like Halo. Only thing it happened very quickly in Halo. Whereas in XDefiant, it's still very much active and hopefully remains that way. Fingers crossed that player base remains strong. The shotgun build isn't bad. But I mean, it's still ass. I don't know if the heavy barrel is doing anything actually. That might not be doing anything, honestly. I should probably remove it. Anyway, I'm not testing that out just yet. This PEQ laser was a game changer as far as shotguns go. At least in the first, like when I was grinding it out initially. Like without that laser, the gun was just completely like random. Now that adds a little bit of consistency to it. Still reasonably random, but dude, give me a clear all button, man. What are we doing? LMG.
Let's get it.
Dude, the lobbies are filling up reasonably quickly. And Asia servers too, with the exception of that first game,
Capture the flag.
which was a little janky on the ping.
Flag extraction. Three, two, one. Infiltrate enemy territory and retrieve their flag while keeping our flag secure. Game's on already.
I kind of screwed that one off, didn't I? Looking at so many of them there. Capture the flag in this game, I think, was a miss. The maps don't play well for capture the flags. Enemy flag return. No, teammates!
Flag friendly. Drop the flag.
See, the minute the flag runs are too short in this game. I mean, that guy's going the long route.
Enemy has our flag. Hostiles captured our flag. District area. Friendly, drop the flag.
Am I returning it?
Flag in Allied hands. Hostiles keep their friendly flag close. Return it. Retrieve our flag.
Bloody hell, man.
Hostiles extracted our flag. flags in hostile hands. Friendlies, drop the flag. Retrieve the flag. Flagging allied infantry. Enemy flag captured. Our flags in hostile hands. Retrieve hostile flag. Cover your own. A flag was captured.
The runs and capture the flag in this game are like too like
You're a phantom.
the two are like short, and like there's too much cover in between, so making like these kind of like I was actually surprised. Our team captured the flag, caught the flag so many times, but couldn't make the run back. That's weird. I mean, looks like they were getting dutied on, honestly. But alright. Yeah, give this guy a thumbs up. Good job. At least you grabbed the flag a little bit. Halo Capture the Flag is pretty fucking good, actually. Like, those maps are, like, designed well for Capture the Flag. At least the ones that... There are quite a few good ones. I wouldn't mind seeing TDM in like this map playlist, but I'm glad that Hotshots is like, dude, the minute they added TDM, Hotshots became a like kind of limited played playlist. So I am glad that Hotshots is as popular as it is in this playlist, right? Like you seem to be getting it, and people wanting to vote for it. Whereas like in quick play, like TDM is by far like
Hot shot. Neutralize Tango.
almost killed it on. I killed the mode, Hotshots mode. Like hardly could get into it for.
One. Grab the most bounties to become the hot shot. The deadliest asset in play.
Dude. I wish the proxy mine had a slightly longer warning time. Just a slightly longer one. It's a little bit on the... Oh, hey, dude, are you kidding?
The legs already flying. Go get some points. New hot shot is a tango.
Teammate, man. Dude, you can't... I hate the fact that you can't shoot through teammates in this game, dude. I mean, I get it, but man, teammates jump in front of your bullets all the time, and they ain't hitting shit half of the time. God damn it. Jesus. There's so many of my tags there, dude. I had to get it out of there. Otherwise, we would have given them so many points. Dude, this is so nonsense, dude. I damaged that person too, man. I should have got credit for the kill on our own explosion.
Kill the hostage, take the bounty, pick up the hot shot. You know the drill.
What is this nonsense with the proxy mines?
Enemy fires are locked into position. Hostiles are winning. Get it together. Tally, priority target the enemy hotshot. Take him out. hotshot status. Hotshot with no pressure.
Let me tag.
That major bounty point. Keep 'em coming. You're dominating. Targeting you, hotshot.
I should not have missed so many.
Cover them while they hunt.
I feel like people don't understand that when you're the hotshot, you should grab the tags, dude. No, you fucking. Hey, that's close. This overtime in Hot Shots is rubbish, though. Like, give me a break. Give this guy. Look at this, 40 bounties collected. Dude. Fucking bounty hunter here. I actually do think Hot Shots is the superior mode over TDM, honestly. As a Slayer mode. But in this game, like, to be fair, like, in this game, like, even in TDM, everyone's running around, right? So it's like, in COD, Hot Shots would be a huge deal. Dude. I mean, I know they have similar modes. They have, like, kill confirmed, and then they also have that cranked mode. But actually, I think this is the better, like when not everyone gets that crank, you know, it's only the hot shot that gets cranked. Whereas in like Call of Duty's cranked mode, like everyone that collects the tags suddenly gets cranked, and then the servers basically become unstable and unplayable. Whereas this one, it's only the one player, so like it's a little bit more like manageable as far as like not getting completely messed because like due to connection. But it encourages movement so much more, right? If you're playing it right. Like I said, in this game, even in TDM, people actually move around. They're not hiding in corners. So it's sort of like whatever. But I do think Hot Shots is significantly more, like, got even more like movement, like players moving around. So it becomes even more aggressive a game. Oh, fuck, it's Hot Shots again, dude. They're really, like, picking Hot Shots a lot in this mode. People dig it. But I presume if TDM was there, they'd pick that nonsense over it, right? I was hoping for Domination. At least that snipering and Domination is gonna be... This will be a little bit annoying. This map's got very limited sniper. Like, especially for the TAC 50, where it's a very slow sniper.
Like an even deadlier phantom, if that's possible.
Basically just stay outside here. Where am I? This is not a good spot for the sniper, dude. See, this is fool's going in the back because he thinks the longer he's a hot shot, the more likely he'll win or something. Suck it. I hit that shot, man. Where the hell? I feel like sometimes when you ADS... Oh, no. Like when you're in the middle of an ADS, you can't shoot. Like, see? Like you have to fully ADS before you can shoot, it feels. Otherwise, sometimes it doesn't register until you fully ADS. So you can't half scope in this, it feels. That should have hit. Yeah, like you can't, it feels like you can't half scope and fire. It needs to register the full scope in. They should fix that. Like,
Enemies have another hot shot.
no, I'm dead, dude. Jeez, they're all here. I wish I had like a proper nade, not an EMP.
Enemy fires the lock on your position.
I mean, this map is tough to snipe on.
Hostiles are winning. Get it together. Priority target is the enemy hotshot. Take him out.
And then hot shots doesn't help it, honestly.
Hostile hotshot is making a look back. Execute him. Make it fast. Enemy Echelon is tracking with sonar target. Next time,
That was rough. But I knew it was, I mean, track mode wasn't a good mode for shot. I mean, sniping. And mode, map, everything was against me on that one. Ran around, dude. Some of these are fucking classic, dude. I'm debating if I should play one more and just run around with the pistol. I don't mind. I like to do like a cheese ball game at the end. Like usually it's like melee only or some nonsense, but we don't have a melee only in this. Yeah, I definitely don't consider the pistol like a primary weapon that we need to do a whole gameplay. Let's try it out. We might not do it every time, but if I don't mind it, we can do it. Who cares? I'll just use this M9. I know it's not the meta, but it's a nice skin. It's the first pistol I've been leveling up slowly. I've not really been focusing on it, so I haven't really done a pistol-only gameplay in this game. I mean, we might use the primary a little bit, but I'll try to mainly use the pistol for the most of it. Dude, I ground out the MDR like to gold, right? And I said it, dude. I was saying it plenty of times. I was like, dude, this is a good gun if you treat it like an SMG, right? Keep it in SMG ranges. Don't treat it like you need to treat it like an AR. And then they buffed it, and now it's a beast. It's an actual beast of a gun. But out of everything, I highly recommend giving this a go. The lightweight combo, it was like game changing, dude. Small vert, lightweight. I was tempted to do it on this, but in this one I've got the leather. So leather, small vert. The barrel is kind of a waste on this though, on this build, the Vector. I use Echelon for SMG, so I don't need that barrel.
Occupy. Here's the setup. Seek, seize, and defend. 3, 2, 1. Take the capture zone. Follow it when it changes location.
Dude, I forgot that this game doesn't have weapon preview. I was gonna be like, let's do a weapon preview.
Allies on the zone.
Wait.
Capture zone contested.
The movement speed with the pistols is bonkers. It genuinely feels like you're flying when you're running around with a pistol. Yeah.
We're on the zone.
The
Zone under assault. Zone moving. Location.
Oi.
The zone is
Yeah, that was stupid. I knew that was stupid. I was not gonna be in.
moving.
Dude. I felt like that had to be some hit detection issues there, man. Come on, are you kidding?
Zone under assault. Rocket down the zone.
Yeah, this game, pistols isn't fun. Pistols only. It's just not that fun. The pistols are just like sort of not really viable as a get me out of there, that guy's chasing me.
New locations. You're off that now. Capture zone. Contested.
I'm out of ammo. Okay, so this will be the problem with the pistol only action. You don't get much ammo at all for it. I think, like, it shouldn't just be weapon types. I think the ammunition, like the scavenger version of this game, like in this one, obviously, if you're using the same weapon, you pick up the ammunition, like enemies like ammunition, right? I think it should be the caliber. Like if you're using a similar caliber, you should just pick up like the ammunition.
Capture zone is moving. Sending new locations. You're off that now.
You know, I was watching a video, we were talking about like the Phantom class and needing a little bit of a balance. And it was Exclusive Ace who made the video, but he mentioned that other people had already said this. But it's actually like the smartest like balance to the Phantom class.
Zone under assault.
It's slow them down. So they get a slight movement reduction. Which makes so much more sense than anything else that like even I or anyone else is like slow them down, like movement speed. Shouldn't be quite as fast. No, you're kidding, man. What a waste.
The zone is danger. We're locking down the zone.
It's fun enough. We could do the pistol game every now and then, like for the on the regular.
Security for the mission. Get on the capture zone.
See, yeah, come on, man. I hit a few of those shots, not just one.
Changing coordinates.
Oh, what a little.
Locking down the zone. Capture zone contested. Zone changing location. Off zone. Our side is succeeding. Heads up. I'm detecting our sonar tech in enemy hands. Capture zone contested. Capture zone moving. Updating coordinates. The zone's in danger. Locking down zone. You're admiring your work. Capture zone contested. We're locking down zone. Zone under zone contested.
I saw the invisible person and I should have shot at that one first, honestly. Oh, that's unfortunate, dude.
Zone under attack. Updating coordinates.
Come on, guys, don't lose this.
We're locking down zone. Even the NSA pencil pushers can't predict. The zone's in danger. Zone contested.
Dude.
Report to right.
What a game, too, man. For a pistols only game, that was pretty beastly of me. Jeez. We can actually do a gold run on the pistol. Maybe. Clubhouse. Played on. Enjoyed. I had fun. Today was a good stream, actually. I had a lot of fun. Got some like solid games, like without a doubt. And slammed a bunch of them too, man. What to do. Map's fun, like the map's fun, but it is very close range heavy, in my opinion. Like when I've been grinding out the TAC 50, whenever I get into Clubhouse, I sort of like, I know I'm going to be in trouble in that one because there's not much I can do with the TAC 50. And I am trying to grind it out of late, so. So I have to just lay it out with the sniper when I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. But yeah, obviously, like if you're playing the, what's it called? Close range meta weapons and stuff like that, it's a beast. Like I'm not joking. Like these three weapons right here: MDR, MP7, Vector. You will absolutely slam with these weapons on that map. These three right here. I mean, obviously the other SMGs also. Shotgun we did not bad also considering and how nonsense the shotgun is in this game. The other stuff, like we held it. We held on enough with the other weapons also, I presume. Yeah, it's fun. Again, fingers crossed that they do this. Like, I'm glad like we got into matches so fast. Like it wasn't an issue getting into games at all. Like there was no struggle, nothing like that. So fingers crossed that they do this like at the launch of the next map, like immediately. Don't wait a week. Don't wait like, oh, let them try out this other stuff and all. It's much better like when the new map's there to have that 24/7 playlist immediately available. But yeah, as active a playlist, people are jumping on, and I got local server connection action without issue. So it is popping off still very much. Yeah, I think honestly, I'll be honest with it. If I had played that Clubhouse map fresh without ever playing it, I would have struggled in some of those games. The reason I like slam and reasonably hard on this particular stream is because I am familiar with the map now, as far as like what to expect and which weapons to use, right? Like if I had gone in fresh, there's no way I would have considered using the MDR. I'd have been like, oh, I'll just use the AK or the ACR, right? And both would have been not a struggle, but it would have been like not the ideal weapon type, right? And then also learning the map and stuff, it's slower, right? And obviously, once you like played on the map a little bit, you can be significantly more aggressive than you otherwise would have been. So yeah, I guess fortunate for me that the playlist went live, a little later, so I already had kind of got a feel for the map somewhat. But still, I do enjoy learning the map, fresh on these playing on maps. Hopefully the next map, the 24/7 playlist is available immediately. Also, I'm happy that Hotshots was as popular as it was on the playlist because I actually really do like the Hotshots mode, but I do think also TDM could have been added to the loot. Like, so it's like, you don't necessarily always getting TDM in the like voting pool, but, it potentially has an option occasionally. Whereas sometimes like hot shots, sometimes TDM. I don't mind. Capture the Flag, I would have actually rather not seen it in the playlist, honestly. But I mean, to be fair, like it is something worth trying out, I guess. It's just that I had played Capture the Flag on that map also, like prior to the stream, like I think during the first launch week. And I sort of knew like Capture the Flag in this game just doesn't play like that great. Like it's just too short a run, and it's like really easy to get the like flags from one side to the other. So yeah, not the biggest fan of Capture the Flag in this game. to be honest about everything. But otherwise, I'm enjoying the game and loving the game and everything else about it. Yeah, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed, played on, enjoyed, had fun. It's a cool map. Looking forward to the next one. People got a taste of that Rockefeller map because they apparently put it out in the first few hours and then quickly like hot fixed it out of the game. I haven't tried it out, so I'm actually keen on also giving like that Rockefeller map, and I'm looking forward to the third map, whatever that one was. I can't remember the name. So yeah, new maps like aren't disappointing. At least the first one hasn't disappointed as far as like design and play on, you know. It was definitely something I was like, you know, like, oh, I'm waiting for a new map to come, because I played on all those old maps during the like beta and the server tests and all that stuff. It's had sort of been very familiar with all those old maps, or the original like map pool for a while now. And I was like, man, I hope they can recreate that stuff. Like, and it's not just like, you know, the launch maps are, you know, the best, and then the DLC maps don't really live up to that level. This one's living up pretty nicely. I do think, like I said, it is limited though as far as weapons go. I do think the like weapon pool like viability, it's limited to like that close range meta kind of stuff like that, right? And there's times like I don't mind that in a map where it caters more to one play style than another. But it is always like nice to see a map that kind of caters across the board to every weapon type, right? Play style. So we'll see how the other ones play out, and whether it's focused on a specific weapon type or, you know, has a wide range of options. I'm keen to see how they do it. Like I said, it's really like not vital to be like, sometimes it's really nice to have a map that specifically like benefits from a different, like a certain play style, like SMG or close range, right? And then other times it's nice to have that long range where it's like caters to sniping and stuff. But I think the bulk we want to see is like one that caters to everything. So we'll see how the future maps play out and how that stuff is worked out. I had fun though. I enjoyed myself, and yeah, that's it for today. Clubhouse, played on, enjoyed. It's a cool map. It's a nice addition to the rotation of maps. Although, like I said, limited. I really do. Like every time I've been grinding out the TAC 50 for the last few streams, like as chill portions and bonus sections, and every time Clubhouse comes, I roll my eyes because I'm like, no, man, I'm not playing the right weapon. I'm not grinding the right weapon for this map. And people enjoy the map enough that they vote for it. So like, I mean, I think if I wasn't grinding out the TAC 50, I would be like all over the map. But especially if I'm grinding out SMGs, I'd be all over the map for sure, because it's a really good map for SMG action. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my old streams if you haven't already, and I will catch you later. Bye. Yeah, I'm really glad they added the 24/7 playlist. I was a little worried they wouldn't bother, but they did, and we got the playing on the new map stream done and dusted.